come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This fielded right at the goal line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. They go play action. Cousins looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Cook. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And they show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like these are wideouts, either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And some room to work. Touchdown, Vikings. We've talked about it before. Here, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone. And it is creating different.
Hands of your playmakers, and wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
That's caught, and he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting, I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here, only going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On the ground, this is the former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Rolling to his left. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a fumble. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Cousins on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Cousins. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook from 19 yards away. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics. is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Mahomes. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Cousins on the keeper. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective. And they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. It's Cousins on the sneak. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. There's some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Pick up there at 20 yards. Excellent run there coming from out wide.
We used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter. What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On play action, Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Aaron Carrots. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
That has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. On the Jets sweep, here comes Jefferson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12. At the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And he fires one incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action now, Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Now Cousins on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want, they go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it, got right to the quarterback, no chance on that fourth down.
To throw once more on second and 10. Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. There's a deal with Smith there, going in and bringing him to the ground. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Mahomes now on first down, buying time to his left. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On on 2nd and inches. Mahomes forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. And just when the offense seemed to be figuring things out, they have a little bit of a setback there. Finally getting a drive going. They can't let that stop them, especially since they've been shut out this far in.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
Well, timing is certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance of victory. Yeah, you're talking about timing on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Taking down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Cook. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards for the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Play fake. Cousins. He's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A 22-yard touchdown ground. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone to bet the lead up 2 more. So the 2-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as triangles goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to cut up 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve, because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one. I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the 2 of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
22 yards. And the 1st down, Chiefs.
Fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
1 yard gain.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mahomes going to throw. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Throwing here, Cousins. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. The 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. Now here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Zadarius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going. On 4th down, they'll try and run done for. And he is going to be out of bounds here, short of the line to gain, so that will be a turnover on downs. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on earlier because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, Todd. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Absolutely.